Hey, friends. Today, I want to talk to you about money and relationships, how to talk about finances with your partner. Money can be a source of connection or conflict. So, how do you make it a tool for love in a relationship instead of conflict? In this video, we'll break down how to talk about finances with your partner in a way that strengthens your bond. So, hi, my name is Michelle, and I am the CEO and founder of Mitchell Consulting. I've been in business for 14 years, and I've been married for 32 years. So, I have come across this topic many, many times. In our early days, my husband and I, I'm a numbers person. He is not a numbers person. I'm not a spender and he is a spender. So we had some conflict in the beginning of our marriage. And we had to figure out how we were going to balance this because I am a numbers person and I wanted to look at the numbers and make the numbers make sense and, so that we could reach the goals that we had been setting for ourselves. But he didn't want to be micromanaged. So if you can relate to that, give me a comment below because I'm sure this happens a lot in relationships, whether, one person is the spender and the other person is the saver. The one person is a numbers person and the other person is not. So how do you make this work? And then we put the layer of being a business owner on top, right? So there's a lot of complexity that happens when you're in a relationship and you're in business, but then you have to talk about the finances. Right? So early on in our marriage, we decided that we would make a decision about the big things like buying a home or when to start a family and what to invest in, or if we're buying a new car, things like that. Those things we agreed upon, and those things were important to us. The things that didn't matter, they did a little, but they didn't matter is on a weekly basis, how much money are you spending on frivolous things versus how much money like that I'm not spending. We had to come to an agreement on what that looked like for us. And we had to find a balance. And what I want to share with you today is that you can find the balance if you have open communication and open discussions that build trust and reduce misunderstanding. And, getting your feelings out of the conversation and just laying down what the facts are and not trying to tell one person what to do and the other person feels hurt by that. Just having that open conversation. So I wanted to share with you some starter conversation questions that you could ask your partner, or you can have communication with your partner about. One is, what's one financial goal that we can work on together? So in the beginning of our relationship, it was like buying the house. Like we were saving for our down payment on a house, and that was a big deal. So we were trying to throw everything we could at saving money to put the down payment down for our house. As we got older and I started this business, then it was like, okay, yes, we don't have a lot of money, but also I want to start this business. And because of the nature of my business, there really wasn't a lot of startup capital needed for the business because it's really based on knowledge. And I needed like a laptop or whatever to get started. So we decided that any money that I would earn from the business, I could either reinvest it in the business to help build the business, or I could take small amounts out to help with our household activities, which typically were things I would do with the children, right? So we agreed upon that when I started the business. So having that type of conversation with your partner is going to be key, especially when you're in the startup phase. Another question you can ask, what's something that you value most about money? Like in this question to me gets to the money story question. So I like to talk to clients about where their money story came from. So a lot of times the way we feel and the way we act with money comes from your childhood, comes from what you were exposed to as a child. whether money was scarce or whether it was abundant. Those beliefs you had about money started as a child, and you probably still have those beliefs today. So, how do partners come together and when they come from different backgrounds as it relates to money? And one of the things that a good exercise to do as a couple is to have the money story conversation. So, you should ask your partner, like, what was your first recollection of money and what did it mean to you? And then a follow-up question is, okay, how did you see that play out as you became an adolescent and young adult? How did that play out in your life? Did you want to be like your family or did you want to be completely opposite of your family? And these are good conversation starters to have with your partner because it can reveal things to you and it can reveal the thing that is actually causing some conflict between you and your partner about money. So just having this money story conversation can reveal a lot. And another question is, how can we align our spending so that we are meeting our own values? So the things that we value are primarily like our family and investing in our family, right? Or it's vacations, creating experiences for our family. So how can we align that together? Whether you're a spender or a saver, how can we get in alignment? And then sharing those shared goals with each other so that you're on one accord, you're on one page. And if one person is feeling overwhelmed by the finances, maybe the other person can be responsible for collecting the data of the family finances and then setting aside time on at least before every payday and talk about how we're going to spend the money for the next payday. So these are some tools that I have learned over the years in my own marriage, as well as helping clients and having them navigate the complexities of being a business owner and their personal finances. And I hope these tips are helping you. So can you comment below, like, which one of these tips are you going to try to apply today to help strengthen your relationship with your partner? Because what I would love to see is all families be able to talk about money and it not be a source of conflict. So until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.